Ben. Ben Leber, Ben?
Yeah, I got to turn my mic on.
Oh, that's okay, buddy. Hey, so I am day 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 6, but probably 5 episodes into
Drive to Survive?
Drive to Survive, which is just so good, dude.
It's so good.
I know you watched the first F1 race of the year. I haven't watched it. Mm-hmm. I do have it on recorded.
Yep.
I heard it was kind of boring, though. Was it kind of a boring race? Did Verstappen just kill him?
Oh, Verstappen just ran away with it.
Right.
But again, we've talked about this before. The announcers for F1 are some of the best in the business, in any business, because they make everything so interesting throughout.
Yeah.
A lot of it was just about Alonso and what he was doing and his climb, because Alonso had the best. He was probably the best in practice the whole week, and then did not qualify as high as he thought, and then he won the driver of the day. So they're just like talking about all the the constructors stuff. They were like looking more at like where the teams are and all that other stuff. McLaren just completely S the bed, which I love because I hate Zach Brown. So anyway, it was. I thought it was a lot of fun to watch just because it's the first race.
Oh, sure.
And the thing that Drive to Survive does better than anybody else, and it's unique to the sport. It's the sounds. It's the noise, because even in all the B-roll and the things that they're transitioning, and they're just showing, it's from an audio standpoint, like it's like the ASMR stuff. It's the sound of the cars, it's the sound of the engine. It's like all of it to me is just adrenaline the whole time. And I don't think the last I checked, I don't think the F1 cars have horns, but
wow. On your left.
It would be kind of cool if they did.
Yeah.
And then to make him like
John Morant.
Ja, chill out, Ja.
He's pissed about Verstappen.
Anyway, I've been binging. I started them on Friday, and I'm almost done. I think I have one episode left.
Ladies and gentlemen,
yeah, man,
can I please have your attention?
Yeah.
I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story.
The Vikings are releasing veteran linebacker Eric Kendricks.
Wow.
That's from Tom Pelissero. And I double-checked like 8 times to make sure it wasn't Zach pulling a prank on me, but I'm 99.9% sure this is real.
Eric Kendricks, the first to go.
Pelissero's going to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. We trust that guy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, badass career, right? Kendricks kicked ass the entire time he was here.
Led in tackles almost every single year.
And he'll probably continue to kick ass wherever he goes.
Yeah, super solid.
Good dude. Sideline to sideline. Still has the speed.
Yep.
I mean, down a little bit, but ultimately that guy, it's, and you know this, Ben, how he reads the defense or the offense. He reads really well and is able to pull the trigger.
No, I mean, the guy's going to go on and play a couple more years and play at a high level and probably make a lot of tackles. And then, I think for him going forward, going back to a more of a 4-3 scheme, I think that we all thought that he was going to make a smoother transition into this 3-4 because that's where he won the butt kiss in college, was in a 3-4 defense. And we're like, oh, well, it's, he's got the experience. This shouldn't be a hard thing for him to make. But, in the end, he didn't make as many splashy plays as he used to make. And he certainly was not as effective in the pass game in this new scheme. How much of that is on him and how much of that is on the scheme? I actually think it's more on the scheme. I just think that maybe he's not the 3-4 linebacker type of linebacker that you're looking for. But athletically, I think he still has it. I think he's still going to go and make a whole bunch of plays, and some teams going to be really happy to sign him. So I could see, a handful, probably, 2 or 3 more good seasons out of Kendricks, wherever he ends up. But, when you count 11-4 against the cap this year, he was from the end of the season one of the guys that had been, a lot of people speculated was going to get released. So it's big news because he's been such a stalwart on our defense for a long time, but it's not surprising news, based on where we are with the cap situation.
So we've got $13 million left to go even after cutting him. Is that right?
Yeah, I don't know exactly how it breaks down with some of the, I don't know if you clear all 11.
Okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's probably some that
for sure
dead money on it.
Yeah, on all that stuff. So yeah, we're gonna save some. We're gonna save a bunch of money, but we have more cuts to make.
Yeah,
quality human being and also
awesome,
great dude. Yeah,
some of the best flow in the NFL.
Yeah,
for sure.
He has his own hair products. I mean, the guy.
He does?
Yeah.
He does?
I think he does.
What?
Yeah. Or at least he won't share what he uses. Even with
Oh, I
teammates.
see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because he likes it. Yeah.
Oh, he's got like a proprietary blend
Right. Yes.
of botanicals that only he can use.
Yeah. He won't tell you what the sauce is.
Well,
Well, that's too bad.
yep. Thanks, Eric. It was fun. It's fun watching
Yep.
you play. Thanks for a good career, dude. Right on.
All right, should we do fan 5?
Sure, if that's what you want.
Yeah, let's do that.
If you need more sports in your life, we got it.
It's time for Fan 5, brought to you by Builders and Remodelers.
Thanks, Builders and Remodelers.
Yeah, thank you, Builders and Remodelers.
All right, this is one of those stories since we've been doing this show forever. I don't know if we have referenced this in the past or if this is brand new, but when I read it yesterday, I said, this is new to me because I didn't remember any of this. You guys remember Carlos Boozer?
Yeah.
What a great name.
Yeah, great name.
Yeah.
You can relate.
Yeah. Garage Boozer.
Garage Boozer.
Careful.
That's a pretty solid nickname. Let's get that to stick. So Carlos Boozer played in the NBA for a long time. He was a really good player, made a ton of money.
Dream Team?
No.
Okay.
No, after that.
Dream team.
This is on Yahoo News. Yahoo News. I like this story. This is interesting.
Carlos Boozer to Michael Jordan.
Yahoo News, and I read. Around 2004 to 2005, the former NBA player inked a contract with the Utah Jazz and was looking for a home in Los Angeles, California, because who wants to live in Utah? Boozer went forward with buying a Bel Air estate that he said had about 10 to 12 bedrooms, which is interesting. How do you not know the exact number? Doesn't matter.
You have that many bedrooms. You might.
Maybe you lose count.
Yeah.
Following the purchase, he received numerous calls from people wanting to rent out his home, which he rejected. However, an offer popped up that he couldn't refuse. His agent at the time shared with him that a high-profile client wanted to rent out his home for a year for $95,000 a month.
Jeez.
I'm sorry. How
How
much
many
say that again?
bathrooms are there if there's 10
He
12?
wanted it to be a year,
Only one.
but $95,000 a month in rent.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. All right.
After signing the paperwork, it was revealed that the client, the high-profile client, was Prince.
Oh, no. So this is, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
He painted it purple, didn't he?
While Boozer was playing for the Utah Jazz at the time, a hamstring injury required him to fly back to L.A. for rehab. And he informed Prince that he would be stopping by the house. When he pulled up, the house was unrecognizable. Carlos Boozer said, I go to the street where my house is at, and I pull up, and I go to what I think is the property, and I'm like, is this my house? I know I haven't spent much time here, but this doesn't look like my house. Boozer continues, so I type in the passcode to the gate, and it opens right up. And as I'm driving up the long driveway to my house, it was this big purple rug that was going from the motor court area all the way up to the front door, and I'm like, what the F is going on? According to Boozer, he finally walks inside. All of the furniture and carpet were replaced. What's more, Prince had transformed every room. Well, the weight room turned into a nightclub. The guest rooms became hair salons. And the room adjacent to them was a massage parlor.
It's nice.
Yeah, Guernsey thought it was nice.
Guernsey. He loves it.
Completely upset with the total transformation, Boozer initially called up Prince, but he didn't answer.
You on the phone again, bitch?
Boozer eventually went to call his lawyer, who mentioned that suing the legend was an option. But ultimately, the two parties reached an amicable agreement. Boozer admitted nobody really wants to sue Prince. But here's the crazy end of the story. Out of nowhere, this is Boozer again. Out of nowhere, I get a call at like 3 a.m, and it's P. I guess you called Prince P.
When you know him. Yeah.
Yep. And he goes, hey, Booze, listen, I'm so sorry. I've been on tour. I'm in Asia. Don't worry about anything. When the lease is over, I move out. The house is going to look like I was never there. And in an interview with the Dan Patrick Show, Carlos Boozer said that Prince wired him $500,000 just to, quote, ease his mind.
Wow.
Jeez, what a power move that is.
Well, I'm
The other good
peed
move.
off when I have to give $225 for a golf bet.
Sure. The other good twist for Carlos Boozer, he bought the home for $8.6 million. but sold it for $12.4 because he rented it out for the year. So he made a whole bunch of money. Slight inconvenience when it got transformed, but Prince took care of it. So Prince gave him a bunch of money. He sold it for more money. Happy story for Carlos Boozer. Sounded like Prince had a lot of fun.
Here's some money.
Good for Prince.
I want to own a home that gets rented out by an icon.
Yeah.
Here's some money.
I don't even care if it's my current home. If somebody that's a huge deal wants to live in my house for a year.
What if it's Jeffrey Epstein, though?
Yeah. What if it's Jeffrey Dahmer?
Two dead people.
Here's some money.
Not super concerned about their estates offering me money.
Here's some money.
I don't think JD has any cash.
Epstein's account
away.
might.
Oh.
I don't know how that works. But if Epstein has still billions of dollars or hundreds of millions,
Here's some money.
I guess if he wants to rent my house out, I would take it.
I don't think you should.
Yeah, why? He's dead.
I don't think he's going to transform your house in the same way Prince did.
No. I think we move on.
So there's I saw
point.
yesterday there's a new listing in the Bahamas. I think it's called the Terraces. It's on the market for $200 million.
Okay.
What do you think that would rent for per month?
Wow. Oh my gosh.
I mean, if Prince's fee was $95,000 a month, and that was at the time an $8.6 million home.
Yeah.
Right. So this is, let's just round up to $10 million. So that's 20 times more.
Are there 11 and or 12 bedrooms in this one?
I don't know. I saw like an aerial. It's a huge. It looks like you have the whole island too. So
Great
I
song.
don't know. I don't know who has $200 million to spend on one property. It's insane.
Well, maybe Epstein.
Well,
You do a 30-year, and then it's,
Yeah, I
it's
guess you
not
can.
so bad.
Yeah, yeah.
Your mortgage, what the hell?
That's true. I guess you can space it out over 30 years.
Now that's an IOU. That's as good as money.
You're right, Muss. I wasn't thinking about it the right way. Yeah,
Goodness sakes, man. Oof. Can you imagine?
All right, headlines next. We go commercial free the rest of the way after this on the Fin.
Staples Printed Marketing Services helps small business print big. Now get $15 off signs, banners, and posters when you spend $75 or more. Offer ends 4/15. Visit staples.com/printbig for details. This is your sign to try Staples, where your prints are perfect guaranteed.
Hi, my name is Chris Hockey, and I am here for my friends at Builders Remodelers /buildersremodelers.com. Let me tell you something. You're looking to save big on your next home improvement project. Now, that could be roofing, siding, doors, windows, whatever. Well, right now, Builders Remodelers is offering home show special savings for everybody. Like, buy one window, get your second window half off, plus home show special savings of an additional $50 off per window. And that's not just any window. It's Elements triple pane windows, the highest rated windows in the industry. The best products, great prices, professionally installed by Builders Remodelers for over 70 years. Go to buildersremodelers.com for more information. Nobody does it better. Go ahead, Deep 7, play that thing. Stretch.
True or false, Nate, your online dating profile is totally honest. True. But you're not a hedge fund manager, you're a hedge trimmer. So go with the dating service you can trust, people. Visit It's Just Lunch, TwinCities.com or call 612-355-2727.
More ice, little brother.
Wait, I get you want to prep for the February cold, but is an ice bath really all that necessary?
Brain freeze.
With Pronto's same-day furnace repair, you never have to be out in the cold with an unexpected breakdown. We fix your furnace
Flash fast.
within 24 hours, or we'll pay you $99 for every day you wait.
Give me a towel.
You got another 5 minutes.
Oh boy.
Same-day furnace repair.
Only at ProntoHeat.com.
What really stands out about Shane Company is the vibe here. It's fun and welcoming. Hey there, I'm a Shane Company jewelry consultant, and my team and I will work together to make sure you have the best experience possible. We want you to feel at ease. It's a family business, and we'll treat you like family. We'll do whatever it takes to help you find what you're looking for and respect your budget. There are a lot of great things we offer at Shane Company that other jewelers don't, like the largest selection of styles in every price range and endless options to personalize your jewelry. Did you know you can create a necklace or ring starting with one of our beautiful gemstones and then watch our master jewelers at work? That's right. There's a jeweler workshop here in our store. That means you can see firsthand the craftsmanship and attention to detail they put into everything they do. If you've never been here, visit us today and see what we have to offer. It's more than fine jewelry. It's a really fun time.
Now you have a friend in the jewelry business. Shane Company and Shaneco.com.
Meat Sauce here for my incredible friends at Window Nation and WindowNation.com. They're the absolute best. The best part about my friends at Window Nation is they save you money. Get 2 free windows with every 2 you buy with 0 down payment, 0 monthly payments. You pay 0 interest for 24 months. That's 2 years, no interest, no payments, all that good stuff. Here's the other thing. You're going to turn your heat off soon, maybe a month, maybe a couple of weeks, and maybe turn that AC on in a couple of months, and you're probably going to be like, wait, why is this so expensive? Why are the energy bills so expensive? Well, that's because a lot of that air and heat you probably have on right now is leaking out your bad windows. Take a good look at your windows today. They're probably beat up unless you have brand new windows from Window Nation. They're perfect. But if you have bad windows, a lot of your energy and heat are going right out those windows. Replace them by going to windownation.com or call 866-90-NATION. My friends at Window Nation have an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. They're the absolute best, and they have the best windows. WindowNation.com. That's WindowNation.com.
Hey, it's Chris Hockey. You thinking about losing some weight? Well, if you are, take it from me and put your trust in Livia Weight Control Centers. They're the experts. They're going to work with you to build a personalized nutrition plan. Then you'll select your Livia meals and snacks, and then you're going to watch the weight come off. It's that simple. You can lose up to 10 pounds in your first 2 weeks. So don't wait. Call today, 855-GO-LIVIA, or visit Livia.com. Join today. Get your first 8 weeks for free. Come to Livia and experience life-changing weight loss.
Don't miss Ben Leber. Mondays on the Power Trip. Powered by Mystic Lake. You're listening live to the Power Trip on iHeartRadio and FM 100.3 KFAN, The Fan.
Yes, and thank you again to Mystic Lake for having Ben Leber as part of the Power Trip Morning Show on Mondays and Thursdays. Mike Musman's here as well. Thanks to absolutely nobody, but we're glad you're here anyway.
Thank you.
We're very glad you're here. I just got the official press release from your Minnesota Vikings about Eric Kendricks no longer being a part of our squad. They said some nice things about him on his way out the door, and he deserved it. Walter Payton, Man of the Year. 1 year, right?
Yes,
rep,
great dude. Yes.
Yeah, for our team.
He's a very good dude.
Yep. So there you go.
It's a walk-off.
It's a walk-off, yeah. So good luck to you, man. Have a good career.
All right, you ready for headlines?
You know, hold on one second. Hold on. Okay, now I'm ready. Okay, do it.
Time now for headlines presented by Paul Bunyan Plumbing and Drain.
A Nebraska sheriff's office cited 2 men for allegedly hunting a bald eagle. Supposedly, they planned to cook and eat it.
Ooh. A bald eagle? Really?
Wow.
Yeah,
So, you know what's crazy is, look, I understand that bald eagles are limited, right? There's not an endless supply, right? They're endangered, I assume. Close?
They've come back. No, they actually
have come back
quite a bit, yeah.
Okay, well,
they're endangered if those guys don't want to eat it.
But if they're not on the endangered list, if they are on the way up, on the comeback
don't say
trail.
It. You're offending people right now. I know what you're going to say.
Don't say it.
You want to let them get eaten, don't you?
No, what I'm saying is, what a great deal for the eagle a couple hundred years ago when a country decides, why don't we make this the symbol of the country? Because the chicken's sitting on the ground going, son of a bitch. Like, if we had made the chicken the national bird, because I think there was a theory that the turkey was going to be.
Turkey was going to be the
but
bitch.
If we had made the chicken the national bird and bald eagles were fair game, I may be doing commercials for Raising Cane's bald eagle strips.
Man, those were
Right. Well, if the turkey happened to be the American bird, then we'd be eating bald eagle on Thanksgiving.
That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying
That's exactly right.
Good deal for the Eagles. The Eagles are sitting up there in the nest laughing their asses off.
Yeah, Don Henley.
Watching the rest of the birds get slaughtered.
Yeah, man. Come on.
Good deal for the Eagles.
It really is. I do still, I know for those of you who grew up here, it's not that big a deal. I do get wow, that is a bald eagle. I still feel that way when I see them. You guys feel that way?
We get a lot of them down by Savage.
Yeah, for certain. You're always eating them.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're like that. You see an eagle, you're like,
oh yeah.
Let's get some eating.
So I got
Deep
to
fry
take him
that
for
thing
granted
out
a
in
little
the
bit
garage?
because we had a bald eagle nest on Chisago Lake. So that was kind of like whenever we had family visit, my dad would be like, "Do you want to see the eagles?" And he'd throw them in the boat and drive across the lake and see
Life
them.
in the fast
We
lane.
saw them all the time growing up. So I got a little numb to seeing a bald eagle.
Yeah.
Take him for granted.
So would it be safe to say that Jalen Hurts would be the starting quarterback for the Philadelphia Chickens?
Maybe.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Or the Philadelphia Turkeys?
Well, maybe. I mean, eagles are still a little more terrifying or intimidating than a chicken.
Yeah, but
sure.
Philadelphia,
It's
I'm guessing.
connected to Philadelphia. I get
It's
it.
Philadelphia. It's historically, it's where a lot of the government started. So maybe
Totally.
they'd be the chickens.
That's right. They'd be the chickens.
Or at least the sea chickens, right? The Seattle sea chickens.
Hey,
not
don't
the
call them
Seahawks.
that.
Yeah, don't say that, man.
A 29-year-old stripper in Clearwater, Florida, got
I
arrested
know
for
her.
battery last week.
Arrested with her battery or for battery?
Nope, for battery.
Well, listen.
The boyfriend was the one who got hit. He's a bouncer at the club where she works called Baby Dolls.
Wow, dude.
Speaking of getting hit. They dated for 6 months before breaking up about a week before this happened, according to police. He was walking across the stage to talk to another employee when the stripper hit him with...
Oh, please tell me. Her big.
Oh, the stiletto.
Yeah.
It's what some
She
fans...
threw it like a boomerang.
Yeah, man.
I'm guessing it's what
My
some
shoe.
fans throw at football games.
Yeah. Was it a Dido?
Was it a fluid?
Ooh.
Hey, come on. It's a legitimate question.
Was it like a G-string where she like
It was her shoe, wasn't it? It was a big high heel
drew
shoe.
it back like a slingshot?
I haven't heard anybody say the right answer.
Was it her
yet.
brassiere?
Nope.
Was it her panties?
Rip the pole right out of the
Her
stage.
painties?
Nope.
Her pasties?
Was it a fake
Was it her
limb?
implant?
Nope.
The people's elbow.
Nope.
Yeah. Brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah, did she leg drop it?
Did you smell what she was cooking?
Jesus.
Before or after work, Hawk?
Whoa.
Either. Wow.
Right.
Either.
Her wrinkled dollar purse.
Oh, you almost had it.
Her purse, though?
Her coin purse?
No, just a huge wad of cash.
Oh, that's pretty baller, man.
Yeah, that's going to hurt him.
That's
Threw
ballin'.
a brick of cash at the back of his head. He wasn't super hurt, but still, she got in trouble for it. They tacked on a criminal charge for a criminal mischief because she broke his phone apparently as well, but chucked a giant brick of cash right in the back of his head.
Wow.
I don't know how that's a punishment.
She must be a good stripper.
Yeah.
I was just thinking she's going for one.
Maybe. A new trend with the Girl Scouts new flavor Raspberry Rally is online scalping. People are buying these boxes because they're limited prices or limited availability and then reselling them. Some of them are going for $25 to $30. Some scalpers are asking for more than $100 a box.
Are
And
they that
eBay...
good?
No, it's just about availability,
Yeah, it's about
supply and
availability,
demand.
Yeah.
And
The poor
eBay's-
girls won't see any of it.
Right, and that's exactly what eBay's saying. eBay's like, look, we support the Girl Scout troops, but this isn't against our policy. You know, you can't resell serial killer memorabilia and things like that where there's crimes involved. But they're basically saying there's nothing we can do about it. It's supply and demand. But they also said they can't guarantee. How did they word this? I don't see it here now. But they basically said we can't guarantee these are good boxes of cookies or anything. Like they can't guarantee freshness or expiration dates. They're just saying, I guess technically if you want to buy these, go for it.
Wow. My mistake.
Oh, sorry.
I don't think Pee Wee cares.
Yeah, I don't think Pee Wee is a big Girl Scout.
No. Once go ahead. Sauce.
Are they even good?
Oh, wow.
Have you guys had them?
I haven't. I don't
No,
know.
nobody
Okay.
has.
I've not.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Nobody's
no.
willing to buy them.
I haven't. Are they selling them now? Are they out and about now selling them?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't.
We've
been
already
to
got a
store in
couple
while.
boxes of the Thin Mints at the house, which you have to put in the
Oh,
freezer.
hey, Pee Wee.
I got
Yeah,
some
dude.
right here for you, pal.
Those frozen are the best. Are those raspberry ones?
Frozen.
No, the Thin Mints.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, Thin Mints. They're the best.
Those things frozen. And by the way,
Yeah.
who is it? Dairy Queen that has a Blizzard?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Oh man,
Really?
the Thin Mint Blizzard? Yeah. Yeah. God, I just love to be fat.
I haven't heard this yet. I have no idea if the audio exists. I hope that it does. But Hugh Grant says while he was quoting the Dungeons and Dragons movie, he did a quote Christian Bale and went off on a crew member during the filming.
Oh, really?
there's no way that film's going to be good, right?
Who knows?
What film is it again? I'm sorry.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh.
All I know is the Christian Bale meltdown is one of my favorite bits of all time. We've played this button more than any button in the history of the Power Trip Morning Show.
Oh, good for you.
Except for maybe the Rosie laugh, but that's got to be close. Because we've had that for, what, a decade?
Yeah.
Easily,
It's top 5 for sure with most played drops ever.
Easily. That's...
Oh, good for
pissed?
you.
That whole rant is just so epic.
Yeah, this is part of it right here.
I'm trying to use that phone.
That's what got him started.
He's so pissed.
Yeah, he was pissed.
I remember he was taking a call during the shot.
Yeah. And Bale lost his mind.
Oh, man.
So good.
I saw part of Ford versus Ferrari again this weekend.
Great
just,
film.
It's a great film,
Yes,
man.
it's a great film.
I still argue it's a one-time watch, but it's totally worth it once. It's a fantastic
I
film.
just love it. Love.
Creed 3 took over the box office thanks to
Did it
almost
take you higher?
60 million. 58.6 opening weekend for Creed 3.
Did you go see it yet, Max?
No, I'm actually going to see it today.
Yeah,
I'm really excited.
Reviews are great, right?
Yeah, it's got like 89% on Rotten Tomatoes. A lot of people saying it's the best one yet, and super impressive that it's made. I think it's made over 100 million globally, and no Sylvester Stallone.
I was going to ask, is this the first one without Sylvester Stallone that's in that universe?
Yeah,
Did he die in the last one?
No, he went to Tulsa King.
That's
yeah,
true.
he became a mobster.
There's no way
Great show,
that's
by the way.
good.
Oh, dude, you haven't seen it. Then,
There's
obviously.
no way.
Obviously, you haven't
So
seen it.
bad.
It's so good.
I tried
And
to
when you
watch
mean,
it.
When you say bad, you mean good.
No,
I guess.
No,
Yeah.
No?
No, it's awful. It's
Eat a bunch of butts.
almost unwatchable.
What?
You heard what I said.
Man, you've been saying that a lot
I
lately.
have been. I don't care. I ain't scared of it.
Pamela Anderson says she was painfully shy before she posed for Playboy. Painfully shy.
Hawk, your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I could see that. I
That's
mean,
one way to get over the fear.
yeah,
I
I mean, she looked shy.
It's like Batman.
Yeah.
Wasn't shy enough to run in
Please
slow
explain.
motion on a beach. Oh my goodness.
How
please
exactly
explain.
is she like Batman?
Yeah, I get what you're saying, Zach. Go.
Yeah, Batman was afraid of bats, and he went after or he became Batman. She was afraid of, getting out there, and by golly, she got out there.
What Zach
I
is,
shagged her.
what Zach is subtly admitting is that he also watched Real Time with Bill Maher this weekend.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
He might have,
Was
maybe.
Russell Brand on this week? Is that when he was
Yeah.
on? Man, he's great.
He is great.
Man, he's good.
He's great. I watched that bit where he was trying to explain to the guy from MSNBC that they're just as bad as Fox News. That's a brilliant takedown of somebody, man.
Right.
Of just speaking the truth and saying, listen, you're all doing the same thing. Stop it.
But the Batman reference at the end that Zach just mentioned was, Bill Maher was basically ripping trigger warnings, saying that they're just bad for everyone involved. And there's studies that are saying that trigger warnings don't help. In fact, it might even make you more triggered because you're preparing yourself to get pissed.
Can I ask? So that's what a trigger warning is telling somebody you're going to get mad?
It's
just a warning.
There might be things that make you upset or uncomfortable in the whatever.
Yeah, usually for like sexual violence and stuff like
I see.
that.
Okay,
Things
gotcha.
that might
All right, like
trigger
at the
you.
beginning of a movie.
And Bill Maher's point was Batman was afraid of bats, and he didn't pretend that bats didn't exist. He became Batman. He basically, to overcome his fear, he just embraced what he was afraid of most instead of running from it. That was his point, at least. I'm paraphrasing.
What are you afraid of, Muss?
Oh man, bats for sure.
Yeah.
I can't stand and heights.
Yeah, heights. Yeah.
I am terrified. I can even just look up.
Yeah.
If I'm at like the X or whatever, just look up into the rafters and I start getting that weird kind of butterfly.
With you on that, brother.
In this region.
Yeah, I know.
Thing.
That's the region I don't like getting all tingly in.
Yeah, normally I enjoy
It's
it
the only
immensely,
one.
but yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how you'd become Batman being afraid of heights, though.
You could be High Man.
You could be High Man.
Be high.
Yeah, be high, man.
Yeah, and there already
Zach will be in 2 weeks.
I was just gonna say, are we going to
Sauce,
Vegas?
What are you afraid of? What would you be?
Man, I don't know. I don't really know. Oh, scary movie. So I'd be Scary Movie Man.
That's terrible. I don't know what.
Here he comes. It's Scary Movie Man.
Yeah, I'd be
Everybody
Scary Movie
run.
Man.
I was robbing a bank, and this guy tried to show me a movie.
Yeah, right. So do you have time to watch this? Please sit.
Yep. What are you afraid of, Rosie?
The Beaver.
Beaver Man.
That's his online handle.
There
It
he
makes
is.
sense.
Look at him.
that's
What
why
a
everyone in
weird
the hallway.
costume.
Yeah, Rose.
And your mask. Oh, my
Yeah,
goodness.
Wow.
Is that your nose?
Oh.
Your mouth is like the wrong direction.
Rose, your Beaver Man costume is disgusting. Take it off, Rosie. That's inappropriate.
Are you Brazilian?
Oh.
What are you afraid of, Max?
I'm afraid of birds nesting in my afro, like just flying out of the tree and just like coming and landing.
Have they
thinking it's
tried?
Like, no, but
Okay.
you know, I
It
gotta.
does, yeah.
Me and the bird community, so we got beef. Like every time I see a goose, I'm like, "Hey, what's up, cuz?" We kind of got beef. So I'm
I can see
afraid.
that.
Well, then you
see
need
that.
to become basically, this is a super nerdy reference. Dear God, I can't believe I'm about to say this. Then you basically need to be Radagast from Lord of the Rings. And John
Wow,
Bonus
you
liked that
just
reference.
lost everybody.
I think you might have made that up. You might have made that up.
I did not make that up.
Well, I'm afraid of
unfortunately.
that take.
Yeah.
That was a really cool take.
Ben, what are you afraid of?
Band-Aid.
Let's say probably heights, but not like I can be in an airplane, fine. But climbing things where I could potentially fall off. Big fear.
Yeah, that's a problem.
So you could not have done the joust on American Gladiators. Especially
it's got to be
against
higher.
Nitro.
It's got to be higher than that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nitro.
Anybody else besides me claustrophobic?
Oh, big time.
Getting there.
Yeah.
Getting there.
Whoa.
Yeah, I had all older siblings.
Yeah.
And
Sit
they're
on-
all big.
Yeah,
you know, my brothers are both 6'5". So anytime that they would decide to dogpile and I'm on the bottom, oh man, because of that, I'm still to this
That's
day.
that's a great point.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was the same way. I got beat up a lot as a kid.
Yeah.
By my brothers.
Oh, constantly. Stupid stuff.
Getting dogpiled and being held underwater. My two biggest fears.
Oh, yeah.
Traumatized.
Wow.
I was the kid being held underwater in the pool, in the public pool, all the time.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the worst feeling ever.
In the summertime, my brother,
No, he's alive.
my brother and his buddy, Ed Reif, they would put me
The
into
Rifer.
they'd put me into a wool sleeping bag
Oh, God.
in the front yard.
Who had a wool sleeping bag?
And they would like twist the ends like I was in a burrito.
Oh, my God.
In the hot summer, and then they would sit and
Oh, my God.
swing
dude.
me.
I'm telling you.
Were you
all
friends
the
with
way around,
pioneers?
and then
It's
see
unreal.
how far they could launch me.
It's unreal.
Into the yard, and then they'd be like, "Oh, Mikey, that was a pretty good distance, but
Let's
we
try it
think
again."
we could do better. You ready?"
Yeah, that
See,
is your origin story.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
how you became Garage Beer Man.
right.
You drink away your trauma.
Yeah.
See, that is my pushback when we talk about this generation of kids. All they want to do is just play on their devices. Go outside and be kids. There's good and bad to that. You know what just to your point, you know what we did when we were kids, when we were forced to like entertain ourselves? A lot of bad things.
Oh, tons of
bad things.
stupid bad things. Yeah.
And just stupid things, too, like build a giant ramp and then jump your bike over it and break every limb in your body.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Like what can we set fire to?
Right.
Oh
my God,
Hey,
yeah.
let's entertain ourselves with gasoline.
What's going to happen if I throw this aerosol can in that fire?
Right.
Well,
Right.
somebody's
BB
going to
gun
die.
fight.
Right, somebody's going to lose an eye.
Oh, dude, we had BB gun fights.
We
Yeah.
actually one time
Yeah.
we took it to the bicycles. So we were riding around the
that's
neighborhood on our
perverted.
bikes with a BB gun and shooting each other.
Did you guys ever have Roman candle fights?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done firework
4th of
wars
July.
before.
Yeah,
Oh,
throw
Yeah.
bottle rockets at
Oh,
each
yeah,
other.
bottle
Yeah.
rockets at each other. All that stuff.
Oh
Yeah, somebody didn't. Yeah, we're all lucky nobody lost an eye.
Right.
Yeah.
It's all clean fun now.
Right.
As my dad says, not all the sorries in the world are going to put that eye back in. You know, calm down.
At least we didn't blow up bullfrogs with firecrackers.
Oh, yeah, we did that too.
Well, you're
So did
going to
he.
hell. Who's
No,
he?
I did it with dead fish.
Oh, dead fish.
I
That's
think
what
they
it
were.
was. Yeah.
I think they were dead.
Oh, they weren't in the water anymore.
They were on the shore, so I'd put a black cat in their mouth and then light it and watch their jaw just completely explode.
Good.
Just sit there and giggle.
And then I would make
Jesus.
Lord of the Rings references right to their face.
Man, and they didn't get it either. They
No.
were like, thanks for blowing my face off.
Yeah.
He's dead.
And John Bonus liked the reference, and he would sit back and have a beer and watch me blow the jaws off.
Why is
yeah.
there a grown man watching you as a young child
Corey?
do that?
That's called karma.
Yep.
You know, you blow off a fish's lips, and guess what you got?
Fishy
Fishy
lips.
lips.
Oh, my God, Ben, you're so right.
Yep.
Ben, you are a
genius.
Yeah, remember when John Bonus would say to you,
don't you mouth off to me or I'm going to slap you right in your penis.
Wow. Bonus?
All the time.
Why is Bonus there?
It's like the number one thing he says all the time.
He still says God, Bonus.
he's got a T-shirt that says that.
Wow.
You can sell it at the fair.
I don't have to pay for his Patreon because I can just hear that all the time.
He's coming in tomorrow to yell that at you.
Yeah, well, I've been mouthing off.
Yeah.
Anyway, what are you talking about, Corey?
Tom Sizemore passed away Friday at the age of 61. He had been in a coma since suffering a stroke and a brain aneurysm.
I loved that guy, man.
Good actor, man. Tom Sizemore.
Quentin Tarantino movie. What movie was he in? That was Quentin Tarantino. Wasn't he in a Quentin Tarantino movie?
Isn't he in
Saving Private Ryan?
No, you're thinking of Michael Madsen.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, you're right. I'm thinking of Michael Madsen. Yeah. But Saving Private Ryan, you're right. That's the jeez, man. That role is so good.
Yeah.
According to this headline, I don't have the rest of the story. When Michael Douglas loses to Catherine Zeta-Jones at golf, he has to whip it out on the course.
What?
Really? Wow.
Yeah, like is that per hole or is that?
That's all the information I have.
So what does she have to do?
That was another question that I had.
Right.
That is not listed in the headline.
Let's see your tee box.
Yeah,
Wow.
right. Thank you.
Whoa.
That was kind of clever and kind of weird.
Yeah, no,
Wow.
I liked it.
I shagged it.
Hawk, we know you liked it.
I did. I
just
really
love
did.
golf.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does. He's good at it too.
I do that if anybody beats me.
I hate meat sauce.
This date, March 6th, in what year was Hustler publisher Larry Flint shot and left paralyzed by a sniper in Georgia? Now, again, every year since on March 6th, Dwight Hockey lights a candle and says a prayer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though he wasn't the Hustler dad, he was the one that was worse, correct?
Much worse, yeah.
What year was Larry Flint sniped and left paralyzed?
I don't think it was because, I mean, that Woody Harrelson movie is great.
Oh, yeah.
With
Tremendous.
Courtney Love.
Yep.
But I don't think it was as long ago as it seems. Like maybe 1980, something like that.
I would say 85.
Yeah, I was going to say 84.
1982.
You're all dancing around it. 78.
Oh, the year of my birth.
45 years ago. Sniped.
78.
Yep.
Man, that sucks. That's
right,
a long time, man.
This is mostly for Sauce. I hope he didn't read this. Yeah! I'm just curious.
Oh, sorry, Gary.
I like doing this once in a while, just in case. Let's see how close he gets. Sauce,
Yeah, Daddy.
give me any year that Michelangelo was alive, because today is his birthday, March 6th. Name any year in the entire lifespan of Michelangelo. Do we believe he can do it? That the year that he's going to say, this is almost like that Price is Right game where you just have to get in the range. Remember that?
What's
I
the
think it's
range?
called the range game where it goes up.
It is called that, yeah.
No.
Like 100 years?
Oh, I don't even think he'll be in the right century, to be honest with you.
Okay.
This is a pretty freaking good run.
You're talking about the painter.
Correct,
Or
not the
ninja-
turtle.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of one or two, and I don't know why I have these two numbers in my
Who
head.
thinks he can get it? Does anybody
I don't think
here
he can get it.
I believe in him.
I don't.
Yeah,
I
I
know I
got
couldn't.
this sauce.
Yeah, thanks, man.
I think he'll nail it.
So Max and Zach both
Calm
think
down,
he
Zacho.
can get into the range. Did you read this morning? Because it was in the prep.
No, but I've looked him up for I think an in the box bit.
No.
So I think I know. Is it
Name any year.
1650?
Can we all guess?
Sure. The Sauce's guess is 1650.
I was going to say 1362.
1362. Anybody else want to take a
I
shot?
was going to say 1560.
1487.
I'm pretty sure it's
1748.
still early 1400s. I'm just going to go 1400 flat.
I believe two of you got it. I think, well, Hawk, what year did you say?
I said 1560.
That counts. And then Muss, what did you say?
1487.
Yeah, those are both in the
wow.
range.
Hey.
1475 through 1564.
Wow.
Wow, Daddy.
I don't know why I played that.
No, I don't know either.
Michelangelo.
Wait,
loves that
what
tune.
was the reason that you brought it up?
It's his birthday.
Oh, it's his birthday. Okay.
Okay, see how close Sauce could get. Speaking
A lot
of
of
birthdays,
candles, buddy.
How old today is Shaquille O'Neal?
53.
He's almost my age, but he's not quite my age. I think he's like 3 years younger than me or something like that. I'm 52. So I'll say 49. I'm sure he's younger than
I was thinking 51. That's the
Nailed
number.
it.
Yeah.
Yes, nailed it.
How old is he?
51.
51.
51.
Yeah, so he's younger
Jack's
than me.
badass.
And he's a billionaire.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the
how many
documentary on HBO of him is A+.
I still need to watch that. I will
It's
watch
great.
that.
You'll love it.
Yeah.
All right,
You'll
How many
cry, too.
commercials is that guy?
Yeah, that's
My
his
goodness.
bit, though.
Hey, Ben, do you
He's-
have to go, buddy?
Yeah, I got to go.
That's
I'm
what I was
almost
gonna
thinking about getting the general.
Take a shot at this, Ben, before you leave. Last one. When the Gap first opened in San Francisco in 1969, it sold only two things: Levi's and blank.
So you're asking me about a Gap in 69.
1969. Correct.
Yeah, boy. Levi's and
Lee.
And what?
Lee.
No.
It's not your bows?
No.
Levi's.
It's not
and
clothes.
Acid.
Nope.
It's not clothes.
Puffy
Not
Bites.
clothes.
Circus peanuts.
No.
Coffee.
No.
Jerry Curl formula.
P-word.
1969.
Yeah, I'll
Any of
go
the
with
P-words.
hockey.
Oh,
P-words.
weed.
No.
P.
Mushrooms. Did somebody say mushrooms?
Oh, CD
That's what I said.
record.
Records. Good
yeah.
one, Zachary.
Oh.
Yeah, nice job, Zachary.
Okay, bye, guys.
Bye, Ben.
Love
Bye,
you.
Ben.
See you,
Love
Ben.
you. Was that your last one there, Core?
Kind of, unless, well, this kind of counts.
Okay, go ahead.
Was I the only one, even though I kind of told myself I wasn't going to do this, and then I'll just flat out admit it. Saturday night at 6:50, I'm scrolling Twitter, and I go, God dang it. And I totally fell for the FOMO, and I watched the Chris Rock thing live.
I did not. I do have
did
some
catch
audio
that.
for
I
it.
watched it live because I'm like, you know what? It's a live event. It's 6:50. Let's do what we used to do, which is have a shared experience watching television. So whether it was worth it or not was almost irrelevant. I'm like, all right, God dang it, I'm in. So I watched about 10 minutes of the pregame show hosted by Ronnie Chang, and then I saw Leslie Jones on stage right at the end there too. And then they brought out a couple of other people, and then they threw it to Chris Rock. Hour and a half of Chris Rock, give or take. And then the post-game show, I watched about 5 or 10 minutes of that. I'm like, I can't take this. With Spade and Carvey, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, J.B. Smoove,
Right.
Arsenio Hall, and some gal I've never heard of.
Arsenio Hall just tried to take over that entire bit.
Yeah.
Meat sauce.
The pregame and postgame thing didn't work.
But how was the show?
Started off hot, in my opinion, but then it kind of...
You saw the whole thing too?
Yeah.
Live or on demand?
No, live.
You watched it as well?
Yeah. And in the middle, I started it kind of started losing me just a little bit. And then when he goes after Will and Jada at the end, it was like, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was that funny, but it was like, okay.
He danced around the Will Smith thing for the first 85%, right? He made a couple of references to not wanting to piss off Snoop because he said, I don't need another rapper mad at me.
Right.
Then he cracked that. I thought really good joke about Jay-Z and Beyonce. I thought that was super funny. I was like, he was talking about the power of female beauty.
Yeah.
And he's like, look, I'm not taking away from what Beyonce does in terms of her skill. He's like, she's one of the most talented people ever. But he's like, she is so beautiful that if she worked at Burger King, she could still marry Jay-Z.
Right.
And the crowd's like, oh, yeah, that's a good point. And she's like, then he said, but if Jay-Z worked at Burger King, there's no way he's married to Beyonce.
That's great.
Right. That's a great line.
That was a funny
yeah.
bit. But then he also again referenced, he's like, look, and I'm on team Jay-Z. He's like, I'm not trying to get another rapper mad at me. So he a couple of times he sprinkled in, and I kept thinking, I'm like, wow, is this the only reference of Will Smith that's going to be just these kind of subtle passing shots? And then, of course, the final 10 minutes was just unleashing on Will Smith.
Y'all know what happened
And
to
on
me.
Jada, too,
Getting
yeah.
smacked by Suge Smith.
Brilliant.
Everybody knows I got smacked in the Oscars by this mother. And people like, did it hurt? It still hurts. I got Summertime ringing in my ear. But I'm not a victim, baby. You will never see me on Oprah or Gayle crying. You will never see it. Never gonna happen. I couldn't believe it, and I love Men in Black. No. It's never gonna happen. No. I took that hit like Pacquiao.
He, leading up to some of those Will Smith jokes, when he talked about everybody in the world called this man a bitch, he must have said that 15 times. It was his way of saying, I don't want to say it, but I'm going to keep saying everybody else said it. I mean, everybody called this man a bitch. And he just said it over and over and over and over and over. I thought it was good. It definitely was not Chris Rock's best stand-up special.
No, not even
I don't
close.
even think. I mean, look, he's one of the I don't know, top 5 to 10 stand-ups of all time. He's in that range. I don't know where you want to put him.
He had a
That's
start
subjective.
over in the middle of it too.
Yeah, he screwed up the concussion emancipation joke, which
Yeah.
is fine.
Yeah.
Again, it's live. That's the beauty of it being live.
That had to be a hard thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That had to, that whole.
There's a lot of pressure.
You had to get that one off your chest to get that out of the way. I think that's a hard thing to do, man.
Correct.
Yeah, so I'd say like a solid B+. It wasn't his best, but it's still Chris Rock's B+ is still better than most people's A,
Oh, no
right?
doubt,
So
yeah.
I thought it
for
was
sure.
It was fun. It was worth watching. It had its moments, but I've seen better out of Rock in the past.
Before we continue on, I got a couple things for you as well. You've got something to give away, don't you, Zach?
That's right, Chris. Buck, Cherry, and Skid Row are headed to Treasure Island on September 22nd, and KFAN has your shot at a chance to win a pair of tickets right now. 1-800-320-5326. Call right now for your shot at a chance to see Buck Cherry and Skid Row at TI.
Man, I'm going to tell you right now, and I will stand by this like Saucy does on things. They're a great live band. Great live band. And the guy who sings for Skid Row now is a really good singer as well. So I'm excited about this, and that's a great room, and let's do this, man. Buck Cherry, are you kidding me? I'm going to get Stevie D on the After Party podcast so we can talk to him about being a rock star. He's a guitar player for Buck Cherry. I'm excited.
He's the guy that came over and was blown away by Hawk's band. It was cool.
Yeah,
We
it
were
was
all
spooky,
standing there.
believe it or not.
It was
Yeah,
weird. I'm
yeah.
like, wow,
Yeah.
this guy's like super into it. He came from, I think, weren't they doing like a quiet, I know quiet is a dumb word, but like they were doing like a mini sound check.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And he heard Fouki playing, and he came and walked all the way down and was like, this is great. And everybody's like, who's this guy? And then Hawky, it was great. He said to Hawk, this was, you guys are really good.
That he brought me out on stage that night.
Yeah.
That was awesome, man. Yeah, so very cool. Yeah, it was nice. Some Vikings news that happened earlier, in case you're just tuning in or just waking up or whatever. The Vikings on Monday terminated the contract of Eric Kendricks, a mainstay in the middle of Minnesota's defense for 8 seasons. A 2019 first-team All-Pro and Pro Bowler, champion for social justice, and the 2020 Vikings Community Man of the Year. The termination of Kendricks' contract means he is free to sign with any suitor before league-wide free agency begins on March 15th. Oh, I didn't know that. So if they had waited longer, he would have had less of an opportunity to find another team.
So they did him a bit of
they
a
did.
favor
Yeah, that's
there.
right.
Yeah, there's a lot of off-ball linebackers that are going to be available in free agency. I mean, the guy.
Tell me what that means.
Well, guys that I think it. I actually don't really know
Like
what it
lines
means.
up like at a regular linebacker position, so like 3 yards off the scrimmage.
and not
off the
like
line.
not like a
Like a
Von
deep outside
Miller
linebacker.
is a
Yeah, gotcha.
But like you got who's Bobby Wagner's available. The Edmonds guy from the Bills is going to be available. Now you got Kendricks. There's a lot of them that are going to be available, and I think a lot more are going to get cut.
Yeah. Man, I wonder if Wagner's an option for us because I mean
He's a stud.
He is, and I he made some money. What round does anybody remember? I don't even. I'm
Second.
sure. Second
Kendricks
round.
was a second round pick.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And that was the same year as
Teddy Bridgewater, I think.
Was the other linebacker the same year too? The
Anthony Barr.
Anthony Barr
was a year before.
Yeah,
okay,
they,
got
were-
it.
yeah,
they
sorry,
were
hold on.
teammates, but I think it was a year apart.
That's right. And Barr's in Dallas now, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go. Cool. So
He was the 45th overall pick in the second round of the 2015 draft.
that's a money well spent. That was
he was
A good run.
Yeah. Started 113 of the 117 games he played. I mean, come on. That's a hell of a thing.
And he's known for all the tackles, but man, the PBUs that he's had over his career are pretty impressive. For a linebacker, being able to defense the ball like that.
Yeah.
And for some of us, he was the one that kind of shed a light maybe on the Zimmer era when Zimmer was out, right? He's one of the ones that's a fear-based organization. And then we all got to debate whether or not that's how you should coach in 2022 or 2023. But it sounds like that did not work for Kendricks, that he didn't appreciate the always getting yelled at if you make one mistake, right? Especially when you're a guy as accomplished as Kendricks.
Yeah, for sure.
Have a little equity, right? Yeah, he's built it up. Have a little trust in what Eric's done over the time, where he's not going to make 100% of the right plays, but you got to trust that he's going to make most of them.
Don't treat him like a child.
Exactly.
It takes leadership out of their hands too, because you can't be a leader if everyone's getting yelled at.
Right.
Last thing you want to do is get yelled at because you're trying to help somebody else out.
Yeah.
He led Minnesota in tackles in 7 of the 8 seasons he played for the squad. I mean, come on. That's the way a linebacker's supposed to play. So, thanks, dude.
I think there could be a couple more cuts today.
Well, there have to be.
Yeah, I mean, they're what now? 15 million over. You got to find more. Yeah.
Give me your best guess. Who you think's going to be next?
Dalvin Cook would be my guess.
Next?
Yep.
Wow, man, that's the end of an era if that happens, huh?
Yep.
What a player, man. When that guy was on the money, geez Louise, was he hard to bring down.
Or you could free up some money with a T.J. Hawkinson extension. That could be something we could see coming up.
Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't do that.
And what's the one that everybody always relies on? The Brian O'Neill. You could redo his deal, and that would save you $8 or $9 million. But I think this team is going to try and find. This is just my opinion. I have no inside sourcing, but I think this team is going to try and find a way to get at least one impact defensive player from free agency. They're going to try and get enough money, maybe $25 million or whatever, $20 million in cap space to try and do something. Yeah.
Are you thinking corner or?
Maybe. I mean, they got to find somebody.
Now linebacker. Being a linebacker?
Uh-oh, here he goes.
I mean, I could, yeah.
What if they spend some of that money maybe on the defensive line?
That's a very good possibility.
Could you see it maybe in the secondary, like, I don't know, a free safety?
Yes.
Could be a strong safety.
Could be either safety.
Ooh, interesting.
We'll have to watch that.
Hey, why didn't you break the Kendricks news?
Oh, I was
what happened?
Emailing my tax guy back. So otherwise, I had it first. I just missed it. But
Tonight,
I saw it.
On Hulu, I guess today, technically right now, you could watch History of the World Part 2, the series premiere on Hulu.
I got to see that.
It looks great, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And Mel Brooks is freaking in it, right? And Rowan, I believe. I think it's mostly him. Or
and of course,
all
I
him.
mean,
Right.
I mean, it's based on the original one, but it's just, there's so many stars in it. Holy moly.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
looking
cool.
forward to seeing how that is. Let's see, the 23rd season premiere of The Voice tonight, 7 o'clock on NBC. If anybody cares.
Last year of Blake
Voice is
Shelton.
constantly on.
Oh, that's right.
It's
It is the last year.
always on.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Wait, what season of it?
23rd.
Jeez.
You know, it's like they do
Some of
that.
them they had
Yeah.
2 seasons.
Yeah, no, I know, but
in 1 year,
it's on all the time.
Yeah. I still love it though.
You like it.
I do.
And that's fine.
That's completely fine.
I like it just because, they're trying to help.
Yeah.
As coaches, not as, judges.
Oh, yeah, got it. Yeah. Good.
I'm just amazed that there's that many people that can sing.
Yeah.
Out there that haven't been noticed or haven't been online and TikToked and all that kind of stuff.
For sure.
Even though a bunch of them have, but it's like, how do they always, every season you get to have that many more
But
singers
don't you think that that's
available?
what American Idol and The Voice and all these shows have taught us over the years is there's a lot more really good singers than we think, but there aren't as many great ones as we do think. You know what I'm saying? There's a handful of great ones, and they are Adele.
Yeah.
And how many of them actually make it after the show?
Exactly.
Right.
But there's a whole bunch of people that are on that next level that just aren't star level. They're just phenomenal singers, but not legendarily, sellout arena good singers.
In case you're thinking that we used to be nicer people and less D words, 127 years ago on this day in 1896, a guy named Charles Brady King drove the first car on the streets of Detroit. And when it broke down on a busy street, people yelled, "Get a horse."
Man, did one of them say ride a cowboy?
I can't be sure. I can't be sure.
Mocking a guy for driving a car.
Yep, that's right. Yep. And it was on this date in 1985, Mike Tyson's first professional fight ended with a knockout of El Hector Mercedes in the first round.
Wow.
Man, the run of Mike Tyson.
He just destroyed people.
Yeah, he knocked out Mercedes, and then somebody in the crowd was like, "Get a horse!"
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah.
Wow, were you there?
Yeah. I was 5 years old. My Uncle Peter brought me.
No kidding.
Yep. Brought me to Major League and a Mike Tyson fight.
God, you got a great uncle.
He's kind of a disaster, actually. Muss, thanks for your time, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mus, I think you're pretty.
Oh, thank you.
same,
Let's
buddy.
smooch.
Okay, give me a minute.
I'm really sorry you were abused by your brother and your neighbors.
Yeah.
I kind of like it.
It's what
Made you who you are.
made me today what I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm not thrilled about, though. I just wish they would have done something different.
It's almost Vegas time, Mussy.
Yeah, Muss,
baby.
2 weeks from Wednesday, buddy. We're gonna convert you a full gambling conversion this year in Vegas. We're
But
back
I will
tomorrow,
gamble on Wednesday.
5:30 to 9 tomorrow, but 9 to noon is next. I'm sure he will react to the Eric Kendricks release. See you tomorrow.